you don't have a trend change. But the moment you go to the 15 into the 5-minute, they're already changing. So again, lower time frames are going to change first. Is it high probability? Not really. So I would much prefer to keep shorting rather than trying to catch the bottom. Okay, so keep that in mind. NZUSD crazy again. Like broke the low, massively broke the high, and right now massively broke the low. So weekly time frame massively starting to push down right now already after filling in this imbalance to the fullest. Daily time frame, well, the daily is about to change. So as you can see, like on the Aussie, it already changed. This one is about to change. It's also about to be forming like a little bit of an imbalance. So already thinking ahead of time. Most likely it's gonna break, I hope. And then yes, the quality time frame did have a here a little break up. Then we have the breakdown right there, and then yes, there is nothing else apart from this high. So very crazy ranges right now on the Aussies and the NZDs. Massive push up, massive push down. Keep in mind tomorrow is the interest rate for New Zealand, so that can definitely cause some to this low. There's a 50%. There is imbalance here, imbalance there, imbalance, and then it broke this high, and then this is pretty much our demand zone. So it's bullish. So it's bullish, and that is our range. Right now it's pulling back. Look at the candles right there at the top. They look very, very sketchy. Right now we're having a very big, massive engulfing to the downside forming. So yeah, after taking out the Asian high, previous daily high was most likely taken. We have this very powerful alignment right now. So let's see. I mean, I'm really against trading JPYs, but let's see. Again, just very simply retest, pullback, and then trading it towards the 50% and the demand zone. So that is what I'm just gonna say. It's at a very big high. The daily time frame is bullish. Everything is bullish. So again, just wait for a little pullback, and then as soon as the market aligns bullish, then go for it. Because again, quality is bullish, daily is bullish. So any long trade you have is very likely going to continue. Okay, so keep that in mind. But currently, after all of this very flat price action, we had a very nice bearish momentum. So it can start collecting like all of these lows right there before maybe making a trend change and reversing higher. So short-term shorts do look good. Let's see if it goes. So UCAT and USD Swiss, I don't trade these guys. And GU. So GU, also unlucky week on GU. Had a couple of nasty stop losses. I mean previous week. So right now, just to keep it very, very, very simple, weekly time frame is already making a massive move. And the next liquidity target is going to be pretty much that weekly low, which is very, very far away. On terms of the daily, I do think there was one more daily low right there that hasn't been taken. Yes, there it is. We're headed towards it. We do have a daily break of structure right there. So we do have a new daily lower high. Then transferring that onto the FOH, the hourly range broke here yesterday. And so yesterday for my team, I said there is the imbalance right there. The market caused a like crazy without a stop. So I'm really pissed because the market just keeps dumping like this, and it doesn't give you an entry. So I'm very sure that there is a way like to break out trading and stuff like this. But again, like it's just tricky. So right now we are at a lower low, 30-minute aligned bullish. So we could definitely start preparing, and I should be getting at my charts right now, potentially starting to prepare for longs. Again, low probability trading. So again, taking a long trade in a massive flush like this, not very good. But again, as you can see, 30-minute aligned bullish, 15-minute aligned bullish. There is the zone. So if we have like a pullback towards the zone, then we can definitely look to trade. So I would imagine today is going to go something like this. Target Asian high, and then of course take your targets because you don't know when and where the market will reverse and continue going with the overall bearishness. Okay, so that's G right now, massively bearish. Of course, we have a very, very, very big quality range right now from this high to this low, which is also the daily range. We do have imbalance around the 50%, which is something that we could look to fill, but I do feel like we're just gonna have a brief pullback around 30%. And then the market is going to dump. So again, guys, if you have that bearish alignment, and if the market gives you a little bit of a pullback and then you start seeing bearishness, then just go short because it's very weak. So that's GU, and that is pretty much what I'm going to be looking for this morning. GJ looks flushing. Okay, so yeah, okay, GJ looks pretty good. Because we have this daily bearish range, we had this hourly bearish range. It took a lot of time, but it finally came into the hourly supply zone on Friday, and then it just sold off. So technically, this is the target. So this right now creates a brand new hourly break of structure on GJ, and this is our hourly supply zone. Supply zone. So this one is no longer relevant. And yeah, so we just have to move our FIP from here to the current price action. So we just took a low. So in this case, taking a long trade is indeed a high probability trade, because after taking out the low, we usually tend to start retracing. So again, wait for a 30-minute breakup or wait for a 50-minute breakup for even more confluence. All right. So there is the breakdown, just happened actually this morning in the morning. But right now it's still chopping around. So it can either continue flushing lower, maybe take out this liquidity low and then give us a bullish alignment. Or it can right now decide to pop up, give us that bullish alignment and then go up. Okay, so you have to wait and flow with this one, because right now the intraday timeframes are just not looking clean. Okay, so wait for a clear push, which is what I like on GU. Right, it's not the most momentous, it's not the most clear ones, but it's a nice push up that goes a 30-minute break and a 50-minute break. So this is what I would like to see on GJ, for example, if I want to go long. So it's as simple as that. And yeah, this is the weekly time frame. We took out that, no, we're about to take out that daily liquidity right there, so which is very likely where the next target is. So again, hopefully we have a pullback first, then we get a big short from right there, and then we can of course target that daily low. So let's see, but of course the market could first take out the low, and then you can look for a bullish alignment and look for that big hourly pullback. Gold, let's have a look what is happening with, oh, nice. So gold is massively dropping. Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much making sense. It is oppositely correlated to the Dixie, so it doesn't really surprise me at all. On the weekly time frame, we're tapping inside this very big weekly demand zone, but just looking at how last week printed and looking at how this week is starting, I don't think we're gonna hold very nicely. So that is most likely the next liquidity target. That is our weekly supply. So let's see if it aligns with the daily, and yes, it does. So weekly high and daily high, massive flush lower for yeah, for 8 consecutive days, okay, or 6 bars. So that is pretty much, yeah, six days of massive sells. So what can I tell you guys? Well, keep shorting the guy. All right, so we just keep shorting. And again, gold, I don't trade gold. Again, you perfectly know, I just like analyzing it. It doesn't work amazing with how I trade right now. So there is our hourly supply zone. So it just keep, I look at these candles, like just boop 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 boop, pings down, pings down, pings down. So there is most likely gonna be a sharp move up to grab some liquidity and then look to align bearish. Okay, so I don't know where the market is gonna pull back. I don't know if it's gonna pull back all the way up. Most likely not. But what I could tell you to expect is some sort of a liquidity grab. So either during New York or during London today, we could expect some sort of a push up. And then if we have the first alignment, then go for it. Because again, the market is bearish. And if the DXY keeps going up, gold is going to keep going down. It is just making sense to do so. So once again, right now, we're a little bit low. So avoid trading that low. Okay, but again, as you can see, like if I just hit replay, right, the market is right there. And I'm going to tell you at that play, right? The market is right there, and I'm gonna tell you at that time, well, don't trade too low. It just took out a low. It's gonna make a pullback. Okay, next candle low. Okay, it's gonna pull back. Oh no, it's right now it's gonna pull back. No, it's gonna pull back. All right, right now it's gonna pull back, and you can see the market just keeps flushing lower. So this is why, as I always say, flow with the 50-minute, right? So if the 50-minute goes bearish, you keep flowing with the 50-minute, or of course the hourly or the 30-minute, whatever is your middle time frame. So again, remember, you have a hard time frame, direction, middle time frame, which is where you actually work with your internal structure of the major time frame, and then if you want to, you have an entry time frame, right? So for me, Forex and daily hard time frame, 30 minutes and 50 minutes middle time frame, 5 minutes and 1 minute entry time frame, right? So yeah, gold pretty bearish. I would just love to see some sort of a pullback, but if it just goes right now and starts making 50-minute bearish trend, follow it until we take out that weekly low. Because I do think right now we might be headed to take out that weekly low and then maybe initiate a pullback. So keep that in mind. 1 lot and even 5 lots, but I don't like that you cannot do like 1.20, 1.50, or maybe even 0.50. So I opened another account just for indices. And like for 1 or 2 weeks, I definitely went on a losing streak. So, so pretty fun. I'm gonna delete everything. So weekly time frame, bearish. It broke this weekly low. We do have a lot of weekly imbalance to fill right there, but we're currently just took out the previous weekly low. We can start expecting some sort of a pullback, but again, it's just bearish. Now the daily time frame is getting a little bit choppy again because the weekly is low and the daily is getting low, right? And I would really love to have like a little something like this, a little pop to the upside like that to just grab that liquidity and then to later start moving lower. Because I do see if you actually observe this piece of price action, we had this very nice drop and then the market did like this little daily kind of valid range, then broke down and then it whoop pushed up. So right now we have this massive drop and the daily is making this shitty range. So I really do hope we have something like this for us to just pop up to the upside, fill in that imbalance, right? And then go short. So in order to do that though, we are going to need to have like some sort of a forward alignment to go long, but the forward time frame yesterday broke structure down there. Most recent forward supply zone, imbalance within this, so we are still bearish. So again, my outlook for today, I have two scenarios that I shared to my team because still the 50-minute is bearish. So the 50-minute is trading between this high and this low. So there is the last pullback, lower high, lower low. There is the 50-minute break of structure. We retested it 5 times, but we still haven't done anything. So two scenarios on US30 for today. Take out Asian high and take out that high, and then get a TC on a lower time frame and go down, or fill the imbalance, tap inside the forward POI, and then go short in New York. Third scenario will be to make that forward trend change, so then we can start initiating that bigger pullback and come on in to take out all of these highs right there to collect the liquidity, then to feel a bigger move down. So there are my 3 scenarios on US30. And pretty much that is for today. We're so far bearish, forward is bearish, everything is bearish. So we keep going bearish until we see that trend change. Although like last week, we did have this trend change right there. But again, at the end of the day, it went down and it made like 1, 2, 3 waves to the downside. So keep shorting. Nasdaq right now, it's the trickiest index of all. So weekly time frame, definitely bearish. It actually took out that previous weekly low last week. So right now we could start expecting like a little bit of a weekly retracement to fill in that imbalance right there. Going on to the daily time frame. The daily time frame is still bearish, trading from this high to this low. So I'm definitely looking for that weekly imbalance that aligns with the 50% of the daily. Dropping onto the 4-hourly time frame, this is where it gets tricky because we had a break of structure up. And then we had a break of structure down right there. And technically right now we're trading from this forward high to this forward low.